John Pottson's channel, John West. I'm having a control adventure, and I've turned up the bitrate on my recording, and hopefully that means it'll be slightly less blurry. It was a tiny bit blurry before. I don't know how high I can push the bitrate, so like I'm doing it 500 at a time. I mean, it was watchable. I just if something goes wrong with the recording, that's why, basically. Anyway, that was a really weird way to start the episode. I'm going to collect this health. That still is not available to me. Still a lot of lights in this room. Going into executive affairs. Oh, okay.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guide us. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Don't miss it. Oh, they don't care about me. Why are they hanging people? Okay, yeah, it's made out of wood, I can shoot through it. The hotline. Okay, I just want to go into assets. We have some undefined reading. Some more of that. What I'm looking for is subtitle background. I guess I'm not really supposed to know about it. Turn that off because it's probably going to say boom bang in all the cutscenes. It's too hard to make out. There's a hatch. Okay, I worry they're going to come to life. We should go straight to the collectible. So, Federal Bureau of Control Confidential for Marshall's eyes only. Marshall. We checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort fake AWEs from the real things. We need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch. Next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. L. Keenum. Okay, we got a personal mod. You also might have a non... Okay, personal mod. Energy recovery speed. Okay. Cool. Glad we want in here. I guess we're actually trying to go to... there? Red's bad, right? I'm very easily...
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
So we have the hiss and the babble. If this is copyright, I may as well keep it to this section. Alright, fine. Urban legends. Examination of paranatural topics, urban legends. Compiled by Paula Bronte and Lorenzo Dunn. By order of Emily Pope, research specialist. I should have been reading those all before. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognise certain redacted, informed by our own redacted, and popularised by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can be artificially redacted in popular culture using redacted. Our bureau-made anthology television programme. Once the seeds are sown, the human imagination exacerbates the details. Right, so on the last episode, I mentioned a tiny concept in Dirk Gently's holistic detective agency, which is that you could only get to Valhalla, which I sound like big fan of Norse mythology, because it's come up in all of his games. Max Payne has allusions to the Ragnarok and to Odin with Hoda. What's it called? Wednesday? Oh, Woden. That's it. It's Woden. Alfred Woden. And it's got a bunch of other stuff, right? That's to do with the apocalypse, the Ragnarok. Alan Wake has Odin and Thor. This game already mentioned Mjolnir. And that's basically all of them, isn't it? Quantum Break. I don't know if there was any Norse mythology in Quantum Break. Doesn't need to put it in. Just saying it comes up quite often. The reason that I bring up Dirk Gently is because it was written by the guy who did Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've forgotten his name. It's completely escaped me. But there is a book called Small Gods. Now, I think Small Gods is by Terry Pratchett, but Terry Pratchett is in the same area when it comes to types of writing, right? He's not a million miles away. And Small Gods, the idea behind Small Gods is that gods exist. Actually, this idea is also in another book, which they made a TV series called American Gods. They both actually use the same idea, but one's set in the real world and one is set in like Ankh-Morpork. No, I think Small Gods is that's why I mentioned it. I think it was two people who wrote Small Gods. They both use the same idea though, that belief. It's the belief in gods that gives them power. Like in Small Gods, you're following a turtle, which used to be an old god. It manifests differently, but it's the idea that gods are created by belief and empowered by belief. When you stop believing, they don't have power anymore. And this is the sort of same thing here, where if you believe in Mjolnir, then Mjolnir, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly, might work. So if you go out your way to make folklore about certain things, what I'm basically saying is Goku is real in this world. Because Goku must, like, I picked a really silly example, but like Goku is powerful, is absurdly powerful, isn't he? But he's not like a really old legend, so it's not as fun. And well, I mean, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, isn't he very loosely based on Monkey? Like, yeah, he is. Which means that stuff, monkey stuff might exist in this world. The monkey staff gets longer and shorter. You'll see it in a lot of anime. Visitor evaluations. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control. Established in 1964 as a part of the efforts to strengthen government relations, we're proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. I'm just going to look at that logo for a second. Invenio Investigo Imperium. Is that what... I don't know what the FBI's thing is, but it's not the FBI, but it's got that inverted pyramid at the top there and the American Eagle. And it's holding a key and a sword. The United States of America. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York or just visiting? How did you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and they'll need to leave. If their answers seem redacted, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within acceptable range of deviance, see provided scoring sheet, then redact it immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious. We don't know if they kill them or not. What was it called? The murmur? Or the gamble? No. The gibber? She gave it a name. I've forgotten what it's called now. Thanks, Ian. That's the radio. Remember, you can jump, John. So this is a bit of a Metroidvania, I think. Hang on, can I? Oh, I can jump down. I don't like that thing. That was new.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. It's ready.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
I got a collectible, maybe not. Jesse Fadden arrives at the oldest house, the headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control, to look for answers to the mysteries of her childhood. Guided into the building by the janitor, Artie, Jesse finds Zachariah Trench, the director of the Bureau, shot dead. She picks up the pistol next to the body and is translocated to the astral plane. The strange board encourages her to bind the gun, an object of power called the service weapon. She succeeds and the board informs her that she is now director. That's better.
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Hello.
Oh,
Can you
Pope.
hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
Okay, we have some new clothing.
Please, talk to me. We saw you deal with the compromised agents.
Okay, game wants me to go over there. That's a really cool way of going, hey, go over there.
Is it safe to come out?
I don't know. Alright, let's do what the game wants me to. Fine. Oh, where was it? It was over there. Ah. You weren't in the shelter a second ago.
Can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope. Emily Pope. Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the
Huh?
director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just
He's telling
a
me.
lot.
Trench is dead. Trench is dead. Shot. I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point. Push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown, before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the bureau she's a part of.
Yes, I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Right. Not this. It just gives me fast travel. And the outfits. Oh, there's a floating dude. Let's save you.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep.
Go that way. It's quicker. Hiss guard. No, hiss agent. The hiss manifests in human souls in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact they levitate. This is compiled by Emily Pope by order of me. These hiss have displayed no aggressive behaviour. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are meant to propagate the hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Or are they cocoons, preparing to enter the next stage of evolution? When attacked, hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing transformation to a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to the file redacted for full report.
Ripping it out rips them apart.
Well, now I feel bad for them.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but
He's called Casper.
missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
The sky.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world.
Yes. Sorry, I was going to say...
What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Okay, so I don't actually know what Bakelite means, but it's obviously going to be one of those red phones with the dial. Oh no, it's like a one more... Yeah, we'll see. It doesn't need a dial, does it? Because it only phones one person. Like what Batman has. Because it's an iconic object. It's a really cool idea. That's why...
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks, Emily.
So, like, yeah, Batman, and I'm sure it's been on other things, but that's why you can't... Yeah, I just said that. You can't bring in iconic items, because they might be objects of power. Might become objects of power. Wonder what's up with 2B pencils. Might be a joke. Do I really need to... Health recovery, or... Let's go for health recovery, actually, yeah. Into the communications department to find the hotline. We may as well make a beeline to the hotline. There's a bit of a hard cut there because I paused the recording to fiddle around with settings. Yes, that was a stupid idea because that took me like 40 minutes of faffing to get it so I can record again. We've got to try and find the hotline. Blaine, I don't even know what that song is, I just know the name of it. Ghost Dude wants me to go in that direction now. And I'm happy to do so. I'm happy to do so. The Nostalgia Department is a great name for a department. See what's in here. Right. So there might be a couple of hiccups in this recording. I'm just going to keep going and fiddle around at the end of the episode because I don't want to anymore. So the portrait of director Zachariah Trench. There we go. The only person you should fail is yourself.
There it is again. A welcome message.
Have. That's a clever idea. And I'll let him finish talking. I do want to listen. I do want to dream. I do want to smile. Right, what I was saying is, redacted is also a cliche, so potentially they've been making something really powerful by censoring everything. But yeah, there's going to be stuttering, I think. That's a bit of a shame. I might have to stop the video here then. Right, I'm going to wait for it to unstutter and then I can do the boring reading stuff. Travel costs. Okay, we have a weapon mod now. A grip. It's a reliable semi-automatic fire that is deadly at short and long range. Okay. don't know how to equip, or won't it let me equip because it needs to be shatter? Well, there's different forms. And I guess one grip form. Right, we've got some collectibles. Travel costs. Week 83 report. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A+ Lodge. Expenditures $831, meals $714, gasoline at $295, minibar. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify places of power. Drinking those little whiskies is my ritual. $300. I do wonder if the motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state. But hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. It's the name of a ketchup company. Okay. Yeah, so he's repeating himself, so don't have to worry about heating. Hearing it. But we're getting stuttering. I don't like that. That's probably where the bad thing is. While I was looking up potential solutions, I put browsers on and forgot to turn them off, because that actually might be a quick fix I can get. The hiss barrier we can look up. Okay, compiled by Emily Pope, research specialist, order of me. The hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appears as ways to impede escape or access the Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1, destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. 2, destroy the hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file redacted for full report. There is our destination. I just don't want to go there and have it stutter, so I might have to end this episode a little bit early. We'll get this stuff though. That's what I mean. That's just a random thing, isn't it? Material. The reason why I'm faffing is because I upgraded my card and now my recording is worse, and that's somewhat frustrating. It's a considerably better graphics card. Stable area notice. So please be aware, due to the recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Green is stable. Yellow is a low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange is a high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts. And red is frequent unanticipated building shifts. That's our destination, right? Oh yeah, that is for next episode. I'm gonna fix these stutters. There's a thing up there as well that I want. It's not a bad idea to have a look around. Well, this is where we came from. Oh, hang on. There's our director picture. Ha! It looks really weird because it's got a real face on, but it's like, that seems like a computer generated jacket. I'm going to let go here. I'm going to fiddle around with my settings. So I don't have any stuttering. That's kind of annoying. So about that, I've been John Proxy on channel John West. I've been having a control adventure. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you for watching.